Hello Madden Allstars, this is your boy Shocker360 from Maddenallstars.com, and today we're gonna go ahead and play a game against AskMadden 510, and I am XX the Cage, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this game started. I am playing with the Seahawks, he's playing with the Baltimore Ravens, so I'm gonna go ahead and break down some of my offense and defense in this game. This is gonna be a full game, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and it's gonna go pretty quick since we're playing 4-minute quarters all Madden. And he's coming out with the Baltimore Ravens. He likes to come under the center, and he has type formation, which is really hard to stop, really quick, high-powered offense. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to lock it up here with a shooter cover 3 bluff out of the nickel formation. Now, when I like to come out in this offense, I like to actually show blitz, spread the linebackers, and I'm gonna go ahead and global blitz the left linebacker, put the safety right here in yellow, move the cornerback a little bit to the inside. You could put him on a flat, or you can man him up with one of those. If you guys see one of the wide receivers coming out in a flat, gonna go ahead and man him up as we go along, or you could just put a flat zone on the left side of the field. But always gonna be sending the blitz to the right or the left side of the field. As you guys can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and try to adjust my players. I put my the defensive end and the left defensive tackle and the spice, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a guard here with the middle linebacker, and he comes and runs it up the gut right here with Rice. As you guys can see here, 2nd and inches. I'm going to go ahead and try to put a little bit more pressure now to try to stop the run. So I'm going to go ahead and come out in the edge sting. Move my linebacker a little bit to the front. Put the linebacker right here in the flat. And just in case he wants to throw there. Now he has this really hard play to stop right here with he actually motions. He's actually in tight, and he motions his wide receiver to the right. And then he has a drag route coming across the field, and all this other fates that will get really open right here in this play. Now I think looks like it could be Saints playbook. To me, it looks like a Saints playbook has 2 tight under the center, and also over on shotgun as well. But also it could be another playbook. I think it was, I don't know if it's the Bengals that have a double also tight and a shotgun, so I'm not really sure what playbook it is, but it looks really familiar to one of the playbooks I've broken down before. As you guys can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and come out in offense, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to match up his high-powered offense, which has been really hard to stop. But if you guys want to stop a player like this that waits for the routes to develop, you want to send a little bit of more pressure. And as we go along in this game, we're gonna go ahead and try to put more pressure, so we can go ahead and stop this player from moving the ball. So here we go. We're going to come out in offense, coming out in the ace close formation, and then I'm going to go ahead and try establish the run first, see what he does against the run. So I'm trying to run away from his linebacker. And one of the things that I noticed that, you know, the Ravens are really hard-hitting team, so you got to be really careful and try to avoid like Ed Reed, try to avoid Ray Lewis, because if they hit you, you're definitely going to fumble. So they're one of the dirty teams that make you fumble most of the time, and you know, that's why they're the Super Bowl champions, and they're one of my favorite teams besides the Cowboys. I would always root for the Ravens next, since the Cowboys are not having really good seasons lately. And then there would be the Houston Texans. But as you guys can see here, I'm going to go ahead and establish right here just a quick pass offense with the Houston playbook. And this is actually out of the Offense Domination guide. If you guys want a more in-depth breakdown, make sure you guys go check that out. But as you guys can see, here are my play art. You can see some of the stuff that I'm doing and some of the concepts here that I'm doing as well. As you guys can see, I'm attacking down the middle of the field, so I quickly just throw the tape here on the fade route on the left side of the field, and we get a first down. A really good yardage right here to get the first down. So as you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and try to establish the run once again, and I like to go no huddle and just to see what he does. And in this case, he actually okay, so here we go. Quickly we come out of no huddle, come out this time in the Texan fork, and this is the Texan fork right here. I'm going to go ahead and put X on a fade route, put B on a fade route, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw a quick pass right here to the running back, who is actually on a wheel route. And the wheel routes are really good, especially if they're playing a cover 3 or cover 4 and they're sending the blitz. So you want to go ahead and hit the flats right away. That's the first read you want to use. And right here, man, he's sending a good blitz, so I can't really run against that blitz. So I'm going to go ahead and try to keep it quick offense, and just right here attack with the streaks. He's having a hard time defending those streaks, as you guys can see here. Look at this, just leaves them wide open, and we're almost close to score a touchdown. We're in the 2-yard line, and in the first quarter, 1 minute left, And as you guys can see, we're going to go ahead and try to run it up the gut. Now you got out of this play, you could put fade routes on the tight ends or fade routes on the outside wide receivers. And then you want to go ahead and put some Z routes with the tight ends or the outside wide receivers. Doesn't really matter. But we punch it in really good right here for a touchdown. So let's go ahead and go into the next drive. Defensively, I'm going to need to adjust to make something happen. But right now we're tied 7-7. We've got 50 seconds left in the first quarter. And we're almost done with this quarter right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and lob kick it. The reason I lob kick it, I never want to get a return. So I just why risk it? The only way I would actually kick it normal is when it's a fourth and maybe on overtime, or when it's critical moments where I don't want him to get to the 30, but maybe get to the 20 or try to risk himself from fumbling. Is when they need to score and there's like 30 seconds left. I would definitely kick it out faster. And as you guys can see here, I'm trying to put flat zones this time. I almost get the pick right here. My defender drops it. And the reason I love the Seahawks is because their cornerbacks are tall and they jump for the ball, and it's really easy to pick the ball. But for some reason right here, this should have been a pick and we don't get it, and he gets the ball back right here in 2nd and 10. So as you guys can see, I'm trying to adjust my zones to cover all these routes, which are really hard to stop. Look at this. He has fade route on the left, all this fade route coming down the middle of the field, post routes all over the place, wheel routes. It's really hard to defend coming out in this scheme, and it's actually really more effective. As you guys can see here, this is a tight, and it's really more effective under the center, man. Really hard to defend. In this case, I changed it up, and I actually changed the blitz, and it was a different coverage, so he was a little bit confused right there on where to throw the ball, but he gets a 5-yard loss. As you guys can see there, we got 18 seconds left in the clock, and we're going to go ahead and try to set up our defensive play right here. Now, in this case, I didn't get to set up the play. It was kind of a little bit lagged right there, so I didn't get to set up the play as good as I wanted. So he gets good max protection right here, and he got me. So he read the blitz. He got me right here. We're tied 7-7. I'll go ahead and keep on going on the next video, so stay tuned. This is a really great game.